everyone, welcome to our episode of Super Reaction Bros. I'm Kristen.
I'm Christopher.
And on today's episode, we're taking a look at the Screen Rant pitch meeting for The Suicide Squad.
Yes.
So, of course, if we're watching this, you already know we saw it.
We've seen it.
And we really liked it.
Oh, we loved it. It was fantastic. They did a great job. They delivered on all the characters. They made you feel for each character. And even by the end of it, it made you care for the team.
Yeah, while James Gunn definitely put his radar touch on the film, you can definitely tell he also put his MCU touch on the film as well. Because you definitely...
From the music to pretty much the humor in it. Even the character depth pretty much into it. You know, where you find you got
depth and deaf.
Yeah, that too. You know what I mean. But he did a great job. I mean, I watched a lot of people's reviews and stuff like that. All saying the same thing. You know, and everyone's praying for the same thing going. I hope he stays on for at least 2 more for DCEU for Suicide Squad. That would be amazing. Be a great wish for him to stay on board with this.
Yeah.
But we'll have to see. But for now, let's see what Screen Rant had to think about how the pitch meeting probably would have gone for the Suicide Squad. So here we go.
So, you have a movie for me? Yes, sir, I do. So, you remember Suicide Squad from 2016? Oh, yeah, that movie that I hired people to kind of chop up, and then everybody blamed the director for how much they hated it? That's the one. So, I was thinking we make another one, but we add "the" to the title. Oh, that has a nice ring to it, actually. Right. Yeah. Suicide Squad, "the." No? Oh, you want to put it at the beginning? Yeah, that's good, too. Great. So, is this like a sequel, or a reboot, or a soft reboot? Yes. Fantastic. You know, we're going to take some of the characters from the first movie, played by the same actors. Oh, very fun, and some new ones too. Oh yeah, there's gonna be a bunch of new characters. There's gonna be one named Blackguard, and I thought we could get Pete Davidson to play him. People love Pete Davidson. That's gonna be a fun character. His face is gonna explode almost immediately. Oh my god. What else? Nathan Fillion in here. Oh, now he's great. What's he gonna do? Die almost immediately? Okay, wow. Michael Rooker, he'd be great to play one of these guys. To do what? Die almost immediately. Okay, what is happening? We'll see, sir. There's gonna be a whole Suicide Squad team at the beginning of the movie that just kind of gets wiped out as a distraction. Okay, so like lesser known characters, and then you'll have more known characters in the movie too, like Captain Boomerang. Yeah, he's in the movie. So what's he gonna do? Die almost immediately. Oh my god. Okay, does anyone not die? The movie 5 minutes long. Well, we want to start the movie by sending the message that anyone can die at any time, right? Ah, that's just like in real life. Yeah. So anyway, out of that first team, there's Rick Flag and Harley Quinn that make it out alive. And what about on the main team? Who do we have on there? Well, there's this one guy, right? And he's like an amazing shooter, and he's like a reluctant leader, and his main motivation is his daughter. Yeah, Deadshot. I know Deadshot. He was in the last movie. Nope, this is a guy called Bloodsport. Oh, okay, and there's this other predatory animal character that eats humans. Killer Croc. Yeah, I know. No, this is King Shark. Ah,
yeah, they switched things. It's the same thing, but not the same thing.
You're not particularly good at it, sir. And we also have this other character who shoots polka dots, and another one who controls rats. Working for pest control is tight. No, her name is Ratcatcher too, and she can like control rats with her mind. And then there's Peacemaker, who's like Bloodsport, except he murders in the name of peace. Who were you thinking for that role? I was thinking maybe John Cena. Oh, you know what? I can't see him in that role.
He's like,
because of his catchphrase. I understand the joke, sir. I just hate it. That's fair. So anyway, pretty much all these characters have sad backstories. Oh, okay. So I imagine they're each going to have a tattoo on their forehead explaining that? No. What? Then how will people know? Well, once in a while, one of them will stop and explain their past to the other characters, which I think we'll agree is a little more subtle.
He does it in a good way, though.
Yes. And so, yeah, Amanda Waller implants bombs into all these people's necks, which is the whole premise of the thing. Sure. And so she sends them all to this island laboratory to destroy this experiment called Project Starfish. So what kind of stuff does the squad get up to on this island? Oh, well, first of all, they need to go save Rick Flag because it seems like he's been captured. Okay. So Peacemaker and Bloodsport, they have this kind of competition where they go through this camp and just kill people in horrific ways, just extremely bloody and graphic. Oh, so we're like talking like an R rating here. Yeah, because this way we get to see some brains and spinal cords and say stuff stuff like 69 and splooge. 69, that's the funny number. Yeah, it is. The other stuff is gross. Yeah, it is. Very fun. So they eventually reach this tent that Rick Flag is in, and it turns out the camp was full of good guys. He wasn't even captured. Oh, whoops. Whoopsie. So Rick Flag didn't hear any of the commotion? No, he didn't hear the people screaming or exploding or the guard tower collapsing right next to him. How did he know, right?
That part out, man.
Was
Yeah,
it
that's
a
true.
tent? Oh, tents are known for being soundproof. Carry on. And so we're also
Tents
going
are
to
known
meet with
for
Harley
being soundproof.
Quinn. And what's she up to? Well, see, since she's the most popular character, I figured she should get her own solo movie. Well, she already got her own movie. Yeah, well, she's gonna get another one inside of this one. That makes sense. So she has this whole big side quest and even a love interest, and she ends up being captured by these military people, and she's being tortured for info. Oh, that's painful. It sure is, sir. But then she pretends to be unconscious, and so she strangles this guy with her legs when his back is turned. Well, thank God he took a break with his back turned while still within her reach, or that plan wouldn't have worked at all.
That's
It
true.
would have been pretty great. So then she takes out a whole bunch of military guys with like crazy martial arts and stuff. Harley Quinn is better at hand-to-hand combat than a full squad of trained military people.
That's
Yes,
part
no
I hated
further
too.
questions. So eventually they get their hands on this bad guy called the Thinker, who's been running the starfish experiment for like 30 years. Okay. And so obviously that's going to lead into like the third act where they have a big situation to deal with. Oh, I see where you're going with this. So what color's the sky beam going to be? Actually, I was kind of thinking maybe we don't do a sky beam. Well, we usually do a sky beam. Yeah, but I was thinking we could do more of like a giant hive mind starfish from outer space getting eaten by millions of rats, and one of the main characters pierces its eye with a javelin and all the rats go in there. We usually do a sky beam. I know. Okay. So anyway, it turns out that Amanda Waller told Peacemaker to get this hard drive that proves that the government's been funding the whole starfish thing. Oh. But Rick Flag doesn't think that's very nice, so they get in a fight and Peacemaker kills Rick Flag. Very rude. And then Ratcatcher 2 gets the hard drive, so Peacemaker wants to kill her. Yeah, it's gonna be hard for her to get out of that situation. Actually, it's
It's gonna be super easy. Barely inconvenience.
Oh, really? Yes, because of an explosion, Bloodsport's gonna fall through multiple stories in a building and land in the exact spot he needs to be in to save the day without injury. Oh, that is convenient. It sure is, sir. Then we're gonna have a scene where King Shark falls from a building and gets shot point blank with a bunch of machine guns, but his skin's so tough it doesn't hurt him at all. Very cool. How'd they inject the bomb into his neck? Unclear. And so this explosion
They
is
never
also
do
gonna
explain
set
that.
this giant hive mind starfish free. Uh-oh. And so this thing shoots out little starfish that attach to people's faces. And that's how it does its hive mind thing? Exactly. So I guess the good guys need to keep their faces covered for the whole fight, huh? No, they just do it like once each and that does the trick. Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, I was surprised they didn't try
their
again.
faces, so these little starfish just kind of stop going for them after a bit. Wow, okay, so this hive mind is kind of a big moral dilemma to tackle, huh? Like, do you kill these people that are innocent, but they're being mind controlled by an alien? Oh no, we're gonna have a little line explaining that they're corpses under the starfish,
Yeah,
so
they're
they're
dead
already
already.
dead. Oh, okay, thank God. So we don't have a sky beam, but we do have a faceless, soulless army. Well, we gotta do some of the classics. Yeah, we do.
We gotta do some of the
summons millions of rats to attack this starfish. Seems like maybe she could have solved a lot of the movie's problems all on her own. Yeah, well, this is the climax of the movie, so this is really when they use the full extent of their powers. That's fair. And so, yeah, then Harley Quinn pierces the eye of the giant starfish with a javelin, and that takes care of that. And so they hadn't fired bullets at the giant starfish eye? They did, but only the javelin does any damage. Well, okay then. And so then as Starro is dying, he's like, I was happy floating in space, looking at the stars. Hey, excuse me, did you just make me feel bad for a giant alien starfish with a single line? I did. Wow, 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 wow.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's
it
about
did.
it.
It was
What
a
do
good
you think?
line.
Well, it sounds like a lot of fun, you know? I think it's going to perform great at the box office. Me too, sir. So long as there's not some kind of seemingly unending worldwide event that causes hesitancy in people going to the theaters and also completely changes the way we release movies to streaming.
Oh boy. Wait.
Why would you say that? Hey everybody, Ryan here.
It's still a really good movie.
It is. It's still a phenomenal movie. And
They even made you care for the villain for like 5 seconds. The main super starfish thing.
And what I like is that pretty much, even watch a lot of people's reviews, even they said, because normally like the third act, even the DCEU film, really doesn't do so well. But this third act, was just out of the water.
Yeah,
Everyone's like, the third act was just phenomenal.
Apparently, all they needed to do was not use sky beams.
Yeah, Skype me.
I just love that whole segment. No, he died almost immediately. No, he died almost immediately.
Almost immediately. It's just like, wait, what?
Yeah, there's a lot. You can tell James Gunn, it is his, and he did a soft reboot with his interpretation of the characters from the first film.
Exactly. And it really did feel like, because I remember way back when they first dropped a teaser for it and stuff like that, or behind the scenes, and how everyone kept saying it's like, it reminds you of like an 80s type of action flick. And as watching it, you just have to realize, God damn, it's like, feels like an 80s type of film of like the way they do the action, the cheesiness, stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not perfect, but it's still an amazing.
Oh yeah, it still has its flaws here and there, but not as many flaws as the first one.
Yes.
You know, but this was fantastic. He did a great job, and let's pray and hope that DC finds something else for him to do.
So other than that, folks, if you're new to the channel, you hit the like button. If you want to talk to us more about stuff like this, comment down below. If you want to share us around, share it around. And if you like us just a little bit more than anybody else when it comes to talking about pitch meetings, hit the subscribe button down below and hit that bell icon as well.
Let us know what you guys' thoughts are on what Screen Rant thought the pitch meeting probably went for the Suicide Squad. And did you enjoy this film? Did you have fun with it? You know, was it flawed in your opinion, or do you think this was just a phenomenal way of going at it for a great Suicide Squad film? Let us know in the comments down below. Put down what you thought of our reaction overall, but most importantly, thank you for watching.
So until next time, folks, I'm Chris.
I'm Christopher.
And this has been a very Suicide Squad filled episode of SRB.
See ya.
Later.
Hey guys, thanks for watching.
If you want to check out any of our previous reactions,
As well as one of our other SRB shows.
check out one of the playlists down below.
And if you want to check us out in the social universe,
You can find us on Twitter and Stardust,
at Super React Bros.
as well as on Facebook.
At Super Reaction Bros.